Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're going to be doing another full review episode. Can you hear the birds singing? They are super happy. That's kind of crazy. So we're doing the full review episode of the Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey Lastau edition. I'm not going to linger too long on it. Iberian series. Triple distilled and matured in the finest oak cask. So I'll give you a little run through of the background of the back of the box. Comes in at 46%. Please taste responsibly. Yes, please taste responsibly. The weather here in western San Antonio has been quite amazing. Thank you, bots, for your service. You are relieved. Unfortunately, there's still that traffic noise that funnels right into the area here. Let's get his cork pop, shall we? Yep. That one's a keeper right there. So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. Always good to have a new face, a new viewer, somebody else that we can reach out to and have an experience with. So Mr. Randy does a 3-part series in his review system. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first experience and impressions with you, because that's what we do. Part 2, full review time. We drink it down halfway. That's a green bottle. You know, if you, all my returning viewers, you know Mr. Randy loves them green bottles. We drink it down halfway. We cork it, put it back on the shelf, let it sit for a week and a half, 2 weeks. We go online, we find out as much as we can. Sometimes we come back with nothing, but we try and figure out something to talk about. I score it. We continue to drink it because part 3, final pour episode, thusly named, we have that final pour. We compare it to the first pour off the rip and everything in between. I've had the Redbreast 12. And there's a Redbreast 12 cask strength. Sorry, I had to really extenuate those pronunciations. I'm already like, my as soon as I opened it, the mouth was like, give it to me. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me, Morris. There's your trivia. What movie is that from? I'll give you it's old. It's old, and is it considered, what's the word, a musical? Is it considered a musical? Because, yeah, I think it's a musical. It's probably one of the only musicals I ever really liked. I mean, heck, even to this day, I haven't watched that movie in such a long time. Hit me up in the comment section if you know what that movie is. Feed me. That was a crazy movie. Can you imagine being a very influential kid and watching movies like that back in the 80s? We had some crazy stuff back in the 80s. It's crazy to look back now. Like, man, we really watched that. Anyway, let's stay on track. Redbreast Lastau Sherry Pot Still, 9 to 12 years in the bourbon and sherry cask. I don't know if we could. 1 year in first fill Oloroso. Okay, so you get 9 to 12 years in the bourbon and sherry cask. Then they blend it, I suppose, and then they spend 1 year in first fill Oloroso sherry butts. Okay, so that was the process. So I guess part of it is in ex-bourbon casks, nondescript, and then they also have sherry cask, nondescript, but then they say 1 year first fill Oloroso sherry butts. So that's like the vats that they blend it in, that they mix it in. They use those big butts. I like big butts and I cannot lie. I love those big sherry butts. Bodegas Lastau in Spain and Middleton Distillery have brought us this Redbreast. Mr. Randy paid, here we go, $82.01. We have officially broken the old ceiling price point, which was $80. We are currently now in the $80 to $100 range. This is the absolute first one to break us into that new level. 46% alcohol by volume. Let's get it under the nose. Interesting. Okay. I kind of got a sort of a negative nosing character. It smelled kind of like old funky shoes, like old funky sport shoes. So hate me. That's what I got. Oh, it's like old. How can these very almost seemingly repelling scents become alluring? Is it just me? I know it's not just me, because I've heard a lot of other whiskey tubers out there say similar things like old gym socks, blah blah blah, and it's strange that they like that scent for some reason. It's like a copper smell, like a old funky copper, it's like a copper vat full of old gym shoes. I don't know why, but it's nice. Nutty. I don't know if I get nutty, but I get rich dried fruits. Marzipan. Yeah. Let's see what the palate has to say. Well, that's definitely rich. That's definitely rich. Dried fruits, marzipan, dark dried fruits. Relatively easy. If you're an if you're a long-time viewer, you know I've had the Redbreast 12. I wasn't too impressed with it. It was nice. I will have the caveat to say that I probably had that Redbreast 12 at the point in my whiskey journey that I wasn't fully ready to appreciate it as the best that I could. And I believe now is a good time for the Lastau. I put this off. There was once upon a time, there was an opportunity for Mr. Randy later, like October, November of 2025, when I could have had this Redbreast, purchasing it from Twins Liquors. They had a special. Every now and then they have a special that just to sort of move product off a shelf because it's the end of quarter and they need the numbers. And this Redbreast was one of their specials, and it was a good price. It was low 70s, I think upper 60s, low 70s. But I wasn't there yet. I had my price point pinned at, I think it was 60, but it was just over 60. I was considering breaking it, but there were so many other things going on, so many other bottles out there that I already had scheduled to be picked up and reviewed. Let's go ahead and get one more. Okay, so here's the thing about this. It's got good viscosity, transfers very well, a nice oiliness to it. That very first palating does not do it justice. I remember this from Off the Rip when I started drinking it down. That Off the Rip video, I was holding back some negativity, but now it's definitely it's identified itself as that kind of a situation. I am gonna try and save this bottle. I just keep looking. I'm gonna try and save this bottle. Single pot still on the back, Redbreast on the front. Does it have a Lastau? No, it doesn't. I might try and save that bottle. I love specialty glass, and I like it. I like the decoration of it. One of these days, I might do a video, of what's on my shelves and whatnot. It's kind of a mess. We're still trying to sort out all the finer details after moving down here. It's been like 3 months, but we've been busy. Okay, we've been busy. So, as I said, that first pour is not going to do it any justice. You're going to have a pour or 2 or 3 or 4. It gets better the more you drink it, and yeah, I get it. That's what a lot of people will say, because it's true. The more you drink an alcoholic libation, the easier it gets to drink, and the more you're going to like it because you're intoxicated. But this is one of those things where it's like I said, that initial palating, it sort of like flushes out things and even things out, and then that second one comes in, it's so much better. And then by the time we do this finish here in just a moment, which I'm ready to, it's going to give you a whole lot more. What do we call those? Escalations? Not progressions, escalations. There it is, because escalations is a lot bigger jumps between each spot. Escalations. So let's go ahead and do this finish and see what she has to say. So easy, so smooth, so delicious. It is deep, dark, rich, dried fruits. Marzipan, absolutely. Molasses. That's one thing I did not write down in my notes because I didn't have it before. But now we're here at the halfway point. I am definitely getting molasses. That deep, dark richness to it, like a light bit of syrup. Now, there are so many people, I know we're reaching almost 12 minutes. There are so many people who absolutely do not like this. They say, skip this. So many people have told me, skip this and go to the 12-year cask strength. I don't need extra proof. I need something that tastes good. It's worth the pour, okay? It's not about how much money I'm spending on a thing. I want to enjoy it. I want it to be nice. If you consider nice paying over $100, $200, $500 for a bottle, you do you, boo. I'm gonna do me. So this finish is amazing. I'm getting some numbness clear across the board. Gums, cheeks, jowls, a little bit of creaminess on the sides, just a little bit of warmth, a good amount of warmth on the back end. This is a very, very nice bottle. Single pot still Irish whiskey. It is finished. I do believe that there's two classifications of Irish. There's just your regular straight Irish, and then there's your finished Irish. So, dang, that's extra good. Like I said, the initial palating, forget it. Just get it over with. Just like it's a chore, just get it done. Let's get to the rewards. The second palating, oh, you got rewarded. This finish, you got gold, baby. You got the gold. You got the gold star for the day. Okay, let's score it, shall we? Good Lord. I'm gonna have to say a weak 5 out of 5. Why not a solid 5 out of 5, Mr. Randy, you ask? Well, glad you did, let me tell you. It's an escalation. Why does it have to take so long to get to it? Why does it take so long to get to the good stuff? I get that, because Mr. Randy in 2025 took his time. He started at the bottom. I'm not going to sing the song. I know some of you already know what song I'm thinking of. Started at the bottom, and then we worked our way up. We hang around the dredges of the bottom shelf, and we worked up to the middle shelf, and we're now getting into the area of the top shelf. I feel that is the proper way to do it, because then you have a better appreciation for what's in the bottle. The people that took the time to make this stuff the way they did, they don't want the new person coming out spending up towards of $100 for this bottle, taking it home, cracking it open, having their first pour and saying, that's crap. Welcome to All Things Scottish. If it's not Scottish, it's crap. Sorry, had to put that in there. And then they go online and they say, hey, this Redbreast Lastau, and I've talked to those people. They say that this is absolute crap. Just stick to the cask 12s, the 12-year cask strength, because it's the proof, that strength of the proof, that moves them. Sometimes I'm one of those people who definitely love the finish, that smoothness that some of these cask finish bring to Irish whiskey. Yeah, it is triple distilled, but what if it wasn't? What if it was double distilled only? More character from the Irish. I would say that would bring the score up to at least a solid 5 out of 5 if it was only a double distilled, not a triple distilled. Well, there it is. My fair price on it is going to be, man, this is a tough one. I want it to be lower so that it's more available, more able to buy one and drink it regularly. But I don't want to do it a disservice by saying the price point needs to be lower because it's not worth it. It's definitely worth it. I don't think I'd pay $100 for this bottle, but I'm fine with $82.01 out the door. Would I buy this again? I don't think I really have to validate that with an answer. I think you already know. Because here we are at 16 minutes, and if you're still watching, you know. You know. So there it is. Like to know in the comment section, where are you at? What are you currently drinking? Have you had the Redbreast Lastau? What do you think about it? Let's talk about it. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I don't even know what to say anymore. A dang good one, a very excellent one, a spectacular one. If you're not there, I don't know what to tell you. If you're not there, I don't know what to tell you. If you appreciate it, you appreciate it. There it is.